Hey guys, Connie here. So today, I first want to say thank you for watching this video. This is going to be very, very short. I wanted to explain how your mind, right, is so powerful. And you've heard this all the time, but this is like an in-depth explanation. I'm going to be vulnerable. We're connecting, we're thriving, we're helping each other in this game we call life. I just came out the gym, okay? So I need to work my biceps, but we're getting there. Now, I had no idea the world that I was gonna get into when I was going through. So what really triggered my mindset journey was in high school when we had COVID. My father fell before me and I thought it was his last breath. And so I remember I prayed to the universe, I prayed to God. I didn't have a really strong spiritual sense at that point, but that's when I realized I need to take care of my health. I need to take care of myself, my family, my finances, because guys, like, this was not taught in school. And I remember one teacher was telling me that, can't you find like a babysitter for your father? And I thought that was just absolutely offensive, because like, how dare you, first of all. And everything they taught in school, it might have helped me in my life, but everything that I'm learning, that I'm sharing with you, I literally did it out of the gutter. Like, nobody showed me stuff. So I had to pioneer my way into a whole different reality that we call it, okay? And so let me start off with how your mindset and how spirit works, how energy works. So in the quantum field, the quantum is just a logical version of God's world, okay? It's for the logical mind. We got energy, okay? So the quantum field is God energy. This is this place that anything can happen at any time. You can call upon it, and you have to become literally a pure being to enter the quantum field without filters, without judgment, just awareness. All right, now in the spiritual sense, the quantum field is God's blessings. So your mind is a laser. And shout out to Shaman Durek for explaining this to me. He does a really, really great job teaching me about the spiritual world, because I have that lens. I'm more like the spiritual, some people more like the quantum, both the same thing, by the way, just different vocabulary. So he explained that your mind is like a laser point. It's like whatever you set your mind to, you heard it, like your mind is set, that's what you achieve. So I'm listening to all these TikTok things, I'm reading all these Instagram posts, I'm like, there's something missing, because I'm doing it, but it's like someone's withholding information. And he basically said that your mind is a laser point, right? And what your attention goes, energy flows, right? So you can be at the top of a mountain, you can be witnessing Hawaii, beautiful, but if your mind is stuck in a place of like, I need to go back to work, your spirit will literally support that. So it's almost like you are God. In the Bible, it talks about, I have said, ye are gods, okay? So I can't remember the verse, but it's in the Bible. And I thought, okay, everyone's talking about affirmations, manifestation. They're talking about all these things. What are they leaving out? They're leaving out action. They're leaving out action. Your affirmation, your manifestation is your mind. It's what you see, it's what you feel, it's what you do. But your spirit, that is the action, right? Your spirit is action. They didn't talk about this. All they said was just come into your mind, just manifest things. So I'm doing all these things, but my actions was completely opposite of what my mind was. So I'll give you an example. Let's talk about the job. Just over broke. Okay, I'm on this financial journey, and if your mind is set to, I'm going to work as hard as I can to survive, I might be afraid of being fired. I don't know, but I'm going to try my best. That's basically the mentality of most people like us. I went through that. So literally from 19 to 23, guess what I did? I ran that program. I left so many companies. I joined so many companies. I was just like survival mindset, because guess what? My mind was, I'm so scared. I don't know where I belong. I need to get by. So I will do anything and everything, especially putting myself through harassment issues, not knowing my worth as a woman, but I'm just going to do it because I need to get by. And that's all I know, because I'm afraid. I'm afraid of starting something. I'm afraid of trying. I'm afraid of, going beyond the matrix. So my mindset was set to that. And guess what my spirit did? Everything to support that, because God supports us. So if my mindset was on, I fear the loss of my job, I'm lying to myself. And by the way, Shaman Durek said this, you don't need healing, you just need to be honest. I hadn't been honest with the fact that I was afraid to lose my job. I was afraid for somebody to call me out and somebody to walk in my office. And by the way, I've never been fired. Okay, so I was afraid. And guess what? I did anything and everything to make sure that I didn't lose a job, even if I went to an identity crisis. And guess what? Spirit supported me. And guess what I ended up doing? Losing the job, or things ain't working out, or the hours aren't met, whatever that is. In relationships, okay, I believed that I wasn't wanted. So I attracted men with lust, all of them, every single one, because I didn't think I was worthy. I saw myself as an object. I feared love. And everyone that I tried, that spirit brought, feared love. Remember, same spirit, different body. So you can be in South Carolina, you can be in Hawaii, but if your mindset is set at that low frequency, spirit is always going to find a way. That's why it's a lot of people you hear like, I can't believe I always lose everything, like what God gives, like, oh, love hurts. You hear all those things. Well, have you ever thought that your mindset is not matched with your spirit? So I'm going to give you an example. I've seen Stranger Things. I love Stranger Things. But for those of you that are in the dark arts and that understand how witchcraft works, you realize every scary movie has an intent. It goes through the sound. Remember, spirits and energies travel through sound. That's why you can listen to music and be all hyped. That's why girls shake their ass. That's why people kill over music, right? And so if spirits travel through sound, you're watching a scary movie, you're manifesting a great reality, but the music you're listening, the food that you're eating, and the stuff that you're watching, it's all low vibration because it's fear, it's danger, it's survival. What do you think is gonna happen in the gap? Your mind is gonna go down, right? Because guess what? Even though your mind is there, you still have your emotions, your spirit, right? Your physical. So if you're destroying all these 4 levels, you have 4 levels, by the way, your spiritual, mental, emotional, physical. And let's say your mental is right there. You want to do great. You want to be the first woman to own a business. You want to be a mother. You want to be married. And you have your spiritual, by the way, you're listening to crappy music. You're eating shitty food like I have, okay? And you're not working out, or you're making excuses to work out. You're trapped. Right? You attract what you are. And I was like, oh, this makes so much sense. It does, yes, affirmations and manifestation and meditation and feeling is a part of it, but there has to be action. There has to be the doing on top of the being. On top of the being, guys. So I'm gonna give you an example, because I feel like people are skewing this way of how reality works. You think you could just say something and it comes. Yes, but the thing is, you can say anything, but if you don't have your actions to match up with that, if spirit doesn't actually support that, you're only gonna be rock bottom. You're eventually gonna fall. It's almost like stretching a rubber band so far, it eventually collapses and comes together. Because your mind is over here, but all your habits are over here, and it's like, it's just not me in the middle. So, let me give you a health example too, because this was like that. Speak my spirit. 2026, girl, you already know, we are in our body, we're in our bag. Okay, we are loving ourselves. And one thing when I was 190, I was almost 200 pounds. I was saying affirmations like I loved myself, but girl had anger issues, money problems. She had just a shitload of stuff, guys. Like literally everything that I thought I wanted, my action wasn't. And I was telling people, oh, like you're a boss, you can do this. And then my action was like, okay, I'm fat, I'm overweight, I'm eating junk food, I'm breaking out, I have poor spending habit. So I need to align my spirit with my mind. Because remember, wherever your attention goes, your spirit and energy flows. And that's the clarity that I wanted to explain to you guys so that you can get an understanding. And so now, what am I doing in my life right now? I just discovered in terms of job, okay? That I need to be intentional and I need to be purposeful with my job, and not from a place of, I went through every job from a place of survival, a fear of losing, a fear of not feeling stable. So guess what? I only made just enough because I didn't think my worth was that much more. God had promised us we don't need to work hard. If we use our mind correctly and if we have the correct actions, that's heaven on earth, baby, right? So in terms of that, I've been trying to reprogram my mind to where, like, yes, I see the good. Yes, I see the abundance. Yes, I say my affirmations. But with my actions is saving every little that I can. Unconscious spending has to go. Gotta cook more at home now, right? Making sure that I take my detox bath. Making sure that I read my books. So my actions, my spiritual, my emotional, my physical is matched with my mental. Because remember, your mental is a laser point. It's a laser point. You can get anything and everything. And in the spiritual world, in the quantum world, there is no such thing as time. So what I've learned was, when you call upon a strong memory, and what I called upon was abandonment, fear, lack, doubt, my energy was supporting that my entire life, my entire time that I was ever here on earth. And so I wasn't just working 2 jobs, 3 jobs. I was working out, I was healing, and baby, healing takes time because it means you're gonna have to be honest with yourself. And so I was going through all these things. And then when 2025 hit, I burned my letters, I said my affirmations, I prayed, I meditated, I did my gratitude. I just felt like I just watched TV for like literally 2 weeks straight. When I tell you, this exhaustion of becoming a new version of yourself is so real, because it isn't just a food habit, it isn't just a financial habit, it's a thinking habit, it's a consistent practice over and over again. I sat there and I was like, I just want to do my job. I'm just gonna watch TV and I'm just gonna chill out, because I just did not have the willpower or the capacity to like think right now, because I used it all to really become the caterpillar to the butterfly. And so when you're on this journey and you know you're learning, you're growing, you're doing all these things, and you're pushing yourself and you just can't focus, don't be so hard on yourself. Because my thing is, like, it's not that I don't know how to take a break, it's just I push myself because I believe myself so much, I simply forget this is the vessel that I need to take care of, okay? So while I'm resetting my mind and setting it to the standard that God has, I'm now looking at my actions, like, okay, I'm not eating good here, I'm not spending good here, I'm this. I had to literally clean it out, purge it out, okay, forgave myself, come up with a new solution, a new plan, go to God for help, go to God for the job that He has. And so that way I can support my lifestyle, I can support my mind, and my mind can actually carry me. So it's not just about, oh, I love myself, oh, I love myself. No, it's about, I love myself, so I'm gonna work out. I love myself, I'm gonna find out why I have a spending habit. I love myself, I'm gonna do, how about I just rest today? How about I just listen to my body and be okay with resting and being today? So the world of self-personal development is very important, but one cannot be truly in their mind all the time. Some things are felt, not thought. And so I'm going through this whole journey of awakening, sharing with you guys, because I truly do believe it's important. And I hope you can find this video useful, that I'm applauding for you. I'm so proud of you for overcoming your fears. I'm so proud of you for being courageous enough to sit with yourself and to face the very monster that you think you are, but you're not, okay? And I'm very, very proud of you for doing the one thing, which is telling yourself the truth, getting rid of the identity and the lies, whether it's through societal norms, jobs, expectations, degrees, and coming back to the essence of who you are, which is pure love and pure light. I love you guys so much. Like I said, be fruitful, go forth, and multiply Christ consciousness.